Stop with the dating advice. You couldn't even keep a husband while being attractive. That's all women have to do 99% of the time. Found the incel. Looks like you couldn't even get a date to the middle school dance, you fucking loser. Got him! Also, I like that this person was incapable of calling me ugly. At the end of the day, I'm still attractive. Coming in hot. The incels are already here. What is this on my desk? Oh, it's gummy candy. Oops. That person was probably also just my ex-husband. I know my ex-husband comes to these streams, he lurks, because he can't stop talking about me on 4chan. It's really funny. Ooh! Where's my phone? I kind of need that. I need my cell phone. Oh. What boards is he on? He's on pole, of course. Husband collab, Len. Incels love to victim blame me for my own marriage, and they like to try to explain what happened back to me as if they were there, because the whole red pill culture, all the incel stuff, has got such a horrible vice grip on them that they can't comprehend a world in which a man is wrong about something, including, but not limited to, unwanted sexual advances and emotional abuse. It's pretty bad out there. That's why I strongly recommend you guys, you know, get some fucking fresh air and don't indulge in websites and internet culture like that. Let's see, we're almost ready. Let's see what. Oh, let me pull up the Google document. That's probably important. Let's see. It's your fault for not having a penis. I gather that guy didn't get very far into that video if he watched it at all. He probably didn't get to the part where my ex-husband is just a gay man and was projecting for the entire 4 years that we were together. Where are my Google forms? Son of a bitch. Some red pill culture has valuable critiques of simp culture and whore culture, but people go way too far with that. That's as deep as you should ever go with that. But you can also just get the same thing by going to church. You can just, you know, get that information elsewhere. Why are red pill shills always the biggest closet homos? That's exactly why they're closet homos. They want to do everything they can to avoid a potential future in which somebody calls them a homo. They're doing all they can to avoid that. So they're trying to come off as masculine as possible. They're trying to become womanizers, but at the end of the day, they just love that little femboy bussy. They can't get enough of it. But they can't contend with the fact that they like that, so they make it everybody else's problem. Scoot this up here. Oh, hello! Hi, it's me! It's me! It's the one everybody's mad at right out the gate. Me want that good cockly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, flannel. It's flannel time. It's lesbian flannel time. My favorite time. I don't think they can reconcile the idea of being a masculine gay man and then the term alone is too dichotomous in their heads. Yeah, they've spent too much time thinking that RuPaul's Drag Race is an accurate depiction of what a gay man can only be. So they don't like that. They associate gay men with just being like feminine and flamboyant. I'm trying to think if I know any gay man that's like that. I don't know a single gay man that's like that at all, actually. Yeah, I couldn't name fucking one of them who's actually into RuPaul's Drag Race. Maybe one of them like watches it, but is not like by any means feminine at all. He's like a big buff Chinese dude. Who canceled you this time? One of the the third comment in the stream was somebody who was like mad at me because I got divorced. I don't know why people get so personally offended because I got a divorce. It's such a weird thing to be mad at me about. Thoughts on using AI to generate images of girls you have a crush on? That's weird. Don't do that. That's really fucking weird. Please, if that was like a little bit of a self-omission, it's not too late to never do that again. Don't do that. That's weird. What the fuck? Come on. Is it gay to like tomboy girls? No, it's normal. What the fuck? I watched your YouTube vid explaining the very good reason to get divorced. Yeah, some people, they still empathize with my ex-husband despite everything in that video, and I think a lot of it has to do because a lot of people think it's like a political thing. If for those of you who didn't get it, the political thing, his political beliefs about Hitler and stuff, that was like more of a clickbait kind of scheme. The point of the video is that the Hitler sympathizing part, that was like the least bad thing about him. He was way worse than all of that. There's way worse things that he did during our 4 years together. It was a clever ruse to get you to click on it, to see that the things that he did were actually worse than thinking that Hitler was pretty cool. Even if half of what you said in the video was a lie, the remaining half still justified a divorce. Yeah. Also, there wasn't a single thing in that video that was a lie. You know, a lot of YouTubers, they'll pad a story, right, to get you really engrossed in it, to make it more memeable, make it more memorable, to get you to share it with other people. There wasn't a single thing in that video that I was lying about. There wasn't a single fucking thing that was false. So, you know, in fact, there were things that I left out. There's a big thing that I left out because it made me uncomfortable, and it's something that my dad doesn't even know that happened, and I didn't want him to find out through a YouTube video that happened. And the second thing was I just forgot, but he used to cheat on me at Asian massage parlors. He used to just go get hand jobs, and I would tell him like, hey, I kind of don't like when you do that, and he's like, no, actually, it's actually fine in a relationship, it's not cheating, and then he would give me, like, a whole speech about why he was allowed to go do that, and, my opinion on that matter didn't matter to him. Thank you, Ian. Thank you for the gifted subs. But yeah! How do you even find out about that? About the Asian massage parlor thing? Because he just told me about it. He's like, oh, I'm going to the Asian massage parlor and I'm going to get a hand job. And he just went and he did it. I guess maybe he thought, at least if we discussed it beforehand, it wasn't cheating, but there was no discussion. He just kind of announced that he was doing it and then he did. That's why. My mom divorced her second husband because of massage parlors. I was happy because he sucked. Or because he got sucked. Know what I'm saying? At the massage parlor. Know what I'm saying? Did you get it? Because massage parlor. Hope you had a good night tonight. Hope you are good tonight. Me too. I hope I'm good tonight too. Never mind the fact that he had a wife, but he paid for hand jobs. Yeah, dude, I'm like right there. Why do you need somebody else to give you a hand job? I'm always down to give you a hand job if you want that. I guess because he was very focused on how good the Asian ladies were at giving hand jobs, because that's, you know, their job to give hand jobs, so they were really good at it, and he was really focused on that. He's like, oh, well, Asian massage parlor ladies are like super fast, they can make you come in like 8 seconds. I'm like, okay, cool, dude, thanks for telling me that. Thank you. I love hearing about my husband's escapades at the Asian massage parlor. Haha. Are you sure it was ladies? Dude, it could have been anybody. I didn't go with him. I didn't want to. I didn't want to hear about it anymore. But yeah. Yeah. That's not something to brag about. Bro literally has Mika there. Biggest fumble in a generation. I agree. Not to toot my own queefer or nothing, but I think I'm pretty cool. If he were just not a retard about it, we could have, you know, had a long, happy marriage, could have had kids and stuff. But no! But I guess, you know, he wasn't into women, so that was probably part of it. Not cis women, anyway. He was exclusively into trans women, which is not a role I could ever fulfill for him. Okay, I guess we can get rolling on some of these. I probably shouldn't have skipped around so much, because now I don't even know where I've left off. Let's see. I guess I'll just find one that looks kind of interesting. Thank you for the super chat. Lucille loves Negan 2144. Your last video should be shown at the House of Senate. It should. But then I'd have to get into politics, which I don't want to do, because politicians like to kill people. And I don't want to die. Not yet. Not yet. Okay, there was a polycouple one, which I refused to answer. This one is, why is dating such cringe? Fuck, my sister's ex won't leave me the fuck alone. I hate everything. Why won't your sister's ex leave you alone? I kind of need more context to that one. I actually don't really know what your beef is. I wish you would have elaborated on that. Dating is cringe in general because you have two people, right, that are coming together from two entirely different backgrounds to create this, like, one working system, right? And a lot of the times they don't acknowledge the fact that they're two different people. And there's a fucking... Get away from my goddamn Red Bull, you stupid-ass fly. They don't understand that the other person can't read their mind, and that's where misunderstandings happen. I think that's the root of why dating is cringe, because you have two completely autonomous beings trying to figure each other out, and there's a lot of trial and error. A lot of people tend to be immature, especially I think these days where society kind of favors the individual, right? It's not really about working together anymore. So you don't really have people with like a root sense of community and doing something for somebody else. It's all about what can I do for me. So that's why. It's kind of, that's a pain of the ass because of that. I can't form any romantic attraction yet. I can still become horny. Am I stupid? Yeah, or you might just be like really young. I think on the last form I made of these, I made you post your age. I probably should have done that with this one, but I forgot because age is very relevant for how dating can go for you. And I think the younger you are, the more the focus is on your penis and less about what's in your heart and what's in your head. So you're not stupid. I just think you might be immature.
Or maybe you haven't found the one yet.
People don't look at relationships as something you build. They look at it as something that'll instantly spark like a chemical reaction and fully unfold in its form. Yes, original chemistry is a thing, but you gotta build the relationship. Yeah. It's like a Lego set. When you have the Lego set, it doesn't come pre-built. You have to put that motherfucker together. So next time you get into a relationship, think about it like that. Think about it like a cool dinosaur Lego set, and you really want to see it as the cool dinosaur that it could possibly be, but you gotta build it first. And it's also not necessarily about the destination, but the journey. So you gotta revel in the good and the bad and all that it takes to get where you want it to be. A pre-built Lego set in this economy? No, not like pre-built. What do you mean by that? I got a Lego set the other day for the first time since I was like 8. So I kind of don't really know the economical Lego lore. I just know that I have one in my room and it's not built yet, but it's supposed to be like a Tyrannosaurus. But I'm really excited about it. Mika, you sound like Mog from Final Fantasy 13. LOL, love the streams, keep it up. Who's Mog from Final Fantasy 13? I haven't played a single Final Fantasy game. Should I Kurt Cobain? I'll at least look at what they look like. They better be cool. I hope they're like a cool, funny animal. Mog, Final Fantasy 13. Sweet, it is a cool little animal. Fuck yeah. That's all I wanted in life. Thank you. The Jurassic Park T-Rex? I actually don't know. I know it's a T-Rex. I don't know if it's Jurassic Park specifically. Have you done any of the crochets? Not yet. I've been in video editing hell.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't know how to multitask like at all. So I haven't done the thing of that nature in a while. Alright, next one. How can I approach girls that I find attractive and not be weird? I've never had a girlfriend. Did we answer this one in my life? I feel like we haven't. But I feel like this is also just a common question. I've had people who have crushed on me, but I didn't want to waste their time since they weren't my type and didn't want to date someone just to say I dated. I have had crushes before, but I never once in my life tried to hit on anyone. As someone who's never once hit on anyone or told them I think they're cute because I didn't want to be seen as weird, how should I approach it? Shit. I'm a 20-year-old guy, embarrassingly. Okay, well, you're not that old. A lot of people think if they didn't, like, find somebody in high school, it's, like, too late for them. It's not. Ideally, you do kind of get out some of that awkwardness in high school, but it's not the end of the world if you didn't. I want to be able to at least know how to approach and eventually build a relationship with them. Be yourself really isn't as much of a help as... Also, big fan. Oh, thanks! Well, you kind of just gotta talk to them like they're people. I know it's the advice you hear all the fucking time. Just be yourself. Just talk to them like they're people, but that's kind of it. That really is all it takes. Because my personal belief is that a relationship builds from a foundation of friendship. And there were a lot of people who were disagreeing with me on this in the comments of my last stream. And they're all big fans of cold approaches. And they're saying that they can work. Let me break it down for you like this. Cold approaches can work if you look like Robert Pattinson, if you look like a fucking movie star. So you have to be honest with yourself and ask yourself, am I really, really hot like Robert Pattinson? Odds are, if you're coming to my streams, you're probably terminally online. So that's probably not the case for you. You're probably, and I'm just saying this not to take a dig at my own audience, but I'm just saying, as your older internet sister, you probably could use a little work in the looks maxing department, and maybe cold approaches aren't like the best route for you. So you should focus on building more of like a friendly rapport with somebody first and getting to know them. Because like I said last stream, if you're weird and ugly, it's actually not over for you. If you're a man, you're allowed to be kind of weird and ugly as long as you've got the charisma to back it up. So yeah, approaching women, learning to be their friends, learning what they like, learning how to talk to them, that's all about self-confidence and charisma, which is a skill that you can build doing anything, anywhere by just talking to people, and it doesn't even have to be an attractive girl. You just, you let go of the nerves, and you need to learn how to talk to people in general, and then the talking to girls part will come naturally, because then you'll just be so used to people talking to just complete strangers. Buy a hammer and work on those cheekbones. Yeah, do what Clovicularly did and just, like, start hitting yourself with, like, a blunt object until you're hot. I'm sure it totally works. I love me weird men with humor and quirks. Just don't be creepy version, you'll be fine. Yeah, so, you guys know Alex, the weird guy that stalks me at the dog park? He's not an ugly guy. He's actually... I mean, he's, like, fat. But... That's not a deal breaker for me. The problem is he's a fucking creep. He's actually pretty attractive. He's just, his autism is off the fucking charts, and it's very obvious, and extremely off-putting. And that's why, when I talk to him, I get this gut sense of fear, primordial fear, deep in my belly, that I can't shake. Let's see, who could I compare him to? You know the guy who... The actor who plays the ghoul in the Fallout series, the guy without the nose, but, like, that guy, the actor, he's, like, a good-looking dude, like, right? Alex looks like a fatter version of him. He's, like, a nice-looking man. The problem is he's a fucking huge creep, and he does not know how to approach people without being weird. So, you could actually be the most attractive person ever, and the cold approach will totally backfire if you're just fucking creepy. So, confidence... is key. You need to work on talking to people. It's very slept on skill, and it has nothing. Sometimes things just don't have anything to do with how you look. So yeah, you need to learn how to talk to people. It's the unfun answer that nobody wants, but it's the true answer. Walter Goggins, is that like his name, the actor's name, or like the character? I don't know anything about Fallout because I never played any of those games. Stalking is as topic once more in the German YouTube bubble. There is a streamer who went totally dark because some weirdo went full public on TikTok with the creep stuff, and there were other people cheering that idiot on. Don't be a creep. Don't let others creep out. Yeah. Yeah! Yeah. Don't be weird. Okay? It's really important not to be weird. Let's see. Roast me, please. I'm newly bald. I don't know which of these pictures is you, but I don't roast people. I want to give constructive criticism on the photography that they're using for their profile pictures on dating apps. I'm not gonna, like, tell you you're fucking ugly, because that's not, like, helpful for anybody. Maybe it's slightly entertaining, but it's just mean, so I won't do that. Let's see. Okay, we got through that one. That guy needed therapy. How can I find someone that is an artsy boy like me when I'm only surrounded by STEM people because I graduated in computer science, but I'm also an artist? Go to art classes. Go to a fucking pottery class. Go to a figure drawing class. Take an extension course at an art school. Bitches love art. You're bound to find a cutie patootie in a class. It's pretty easy.
Yes.
Walton Goggin as a trans woman. What? What? Oh, thank you, Ian, for the gifted sub again. Somebody also gifted a bunch of subs, but I was talking and I didn't read it. Sorry. Okay, thank you, Dildo Baggin 17, for all the gifted subs. That's very generous of you. Ugh. Excuse you. You're excused. Let's see. Go volunteer as a nude model for art classes. I think the first penis I ever saw in real life was from a nude art model. I was like freshly 18 at the time, and I almost could not handle it. I had to like excuse myself to go outside and go, penis! Cause I was immature. Yeah, that was the first schlong I ever saw. Alright, let's see. Oh, here's a good one, I think. Definitely open to joining the dating arena, but a major phobia I have is locking into a serious relationship that forces me to set aside my passions, hobbies, or abandon them altogether. Did we go through this one? I really should have, like, checked these off or something. No, we did answer this one. I think we told this person that you don't need to put that much shit into your hobbies. If you do, you're just kind of wasting your own time. Alright. Okay. Hey Mika, I just turned 24 in November. I'm a computer science student, now getting my master's in physics. My issue is that I'm in my mid-20s, but have been told I look like I'm 17 years old multiple times by women I'm interested in, and even random people. I work out inconsistently, and despite being 6'2" and 200 pounds, I'm built like a stick figure. Oh shit. What should I do? Dating women around my age sucks because I look like their little cousin, brother, not a potential boyfriend. I've had a decent amount of girls that told me I look young, despite being older than some of them. I don't know if it's my fashion sense or just my genetics, but I'm hoping for some feedback on what I need to fix. Anyway, as a retired animator graphic designer, I enjoy your streams, and I hope I don't get roasted too hard. Maybe learn some valuable info on the stream. Best of luck, Mika. Actually, let's see if this person also submitted a photo. Let's see. God, I really should have organized this form better. Yeah, there's no overlap between what you look like and what you submitted. I figured you guys would like submit things separately, because I organized the form improperly, but that's on me, so I'm sorry. But so if you look young now, it's gonna be rough, but that'll only serve you when you're older, and all of your male peers will start to look like shit. So it might be a bit of a pain in the ass currently, but it'll serve you well eventually. I wouldn't give you tips on how to look older. That wouldn't help you. That's just gonna bite you in the ass in the long run. But I think you said you work out inconsistently. If you work out more, that should help even out your face in terms of masculinity. You don't want to like make yourself look older, because that's it's not a good idea. But yeah, just work out more. Put on that muscle. I think you said you're like 6'2". If you're 6'2", putting on muscle is gonna be tough. Because the taller you are, the more space in your body that needs to be filled out by muscle. So it's gonna be a long and a rough journey, but there's only wins to be had here. There's nothing bad about working out. It's only gonna serve to benefit you in multiple facets of your life. You'll attract mad bitches. You'll be healthy. You'll feel good. Your mental health will be really good. So, it might suck for attracting women, but it won't always suck. And I think you just need to thug it out, my dude. I think this is just like, it's like a good problem to have, basically. Because it'll work out very much in your favor eventually. Okay. Let's see. Hey, I saw you in the no-clip vid. Hope DDR... Oh, fuck. The chat got lost. Hope DDR what? Is treating you well? It is treating me well. I ordered a pad a while ago and it still hasn't arrived. And, I did, like, a tracking thing on FedEx. And they're just, like... They didn't tell me why they haven't shipped it yet. They just haven't. And it's really fucking annoying. Thank you, No Monkey, for the sub. Let's be honest. Working out just gets more guys to talk to you. I mean, it can, but, it's never a bad thing to do anyway. Sure, you'll attract a few gay dudes, but it's fine. There's only benefits to working out. why? Let's see. Why is it? Okay, there we go. I was years into regular lifting. All that happened was guys constantly came up to me and were like, dude, you definitely lift. What's your routine? Well, I mean, girls seldom come up to guys, so that's gonna be something that you have to do at some point. You have to make friends with women. You have to approach women. And when I say don't cold approach women, I don't mean, like, don't approach women at all. You do need to talk to women. You just, like, I personally wouldn't go up to a woman and be like, hey, bitch, give me your number. I don't think that works as well as it used to. Mika's the best father figure I've ever had. You're welcome. Would you love me if I was a worm? Of course I would. I love worms and insects. I'd put you in between my feet and I'd squish you around. If that would please you. I'd love to do that for you. Is the blowjob POV always a terrible pick for dating profiles? What makes that so cringe? Thanks. Yes. Because it just emphasizes an angle of your face that is very unflattering. Especially if you're, like, overweight. It just makes your double chin look worse. Don't do that. It makes the top of your head look small. It makes your gross double chin look very apparent. Why, and in what way would that ever be, like, a good angle to take a picture from? Don't do that. Unless you're trying to do something funny, don't do that. Let's see. Alright, I don't think we did this one. I'm a late 30s straight male. I can't connect with people. I can be a lot for some people. I like to act out when it gets too normie anywhere. I'm so retarded I can't help myself. When it comes to connecting with people, I keep thinking I need to have deep connection with someone to spend time with them. But finding anyone to connect with in general is difficult. Even just finding friends you can be yourself around is almost impossible, let alone one that I want to let me see... One that I want to let see me naked. Okay, that wasn't me. I am a little dyslexic, sorry. I have sex shame, so introducing myself to women out of nowhere feels like saying, hi, I want to pee in your butt. What's your name? Well, to be fair, that's kind of how it feels for me too. That's why I don't like the cold approach. That's immediately what I think about when a guy asks for my number. I don't like it. It feels bad. And it feels disrespectful to have those feelings. Some Madonna complex stuff mixed with religious upbringing, I guess. I'm also... Oh, what the hell? Why did I lose that question? What the fuck? Now I have to scroll and find it again. Son of a bitch, dude. Why did that happen? Maybe I just got another response. That's probably why. Okay. We're gonna figure out where the fuck that one went. Be patient with me, boys and girls.
Oh, yes.
Fucking bitch. Where was that? Oh no. Why? I hate Google Forms. They're so mean to me. I don't want to show them in sheets. Go fuck yourself, please. God fucking damn it. That was a good one. I want it. Oh, okay, there it is. Alright, alright. Okay. Right. Madonna complex stuff mixed with religious upbringing, I guess. I'm also anxiously attached or was in my marriage, divorced. I feel a little more secure now. All of that and more makes me afraid of women. This one is edging on perhaps you need to see a therapist. Because it feels like you've got a lot of things that are deeply personal that are kind of conflicting with your ability to connect with women. Might be a little autism mixed in here, if you find it difficult to connect with people. I feel that. It's been difficult for me to connect with people. I don't think I would ever connect with people, again, if it wasn't for this fucking YouTube channel, unironically. Most of the friends I've met recently are because of this fucking YouTube channel, outside of the people that I've met at the dog park. And the people at the dog park are kind of like, you know, they're normies. So it is difficult to really get into the weeds with them with stuff that I'm interested in talking about. So I feel you, but as for what you should do, yeah, this one feels like a therapy question. It also feels like an exposure therapy question, like you kind of need to let go of all of these things that you're harboring within yourself, right? And you just need to practice talking to women, even if it doesn't go anywhere, even if you're not even attracted to the girl. I would just practice talking to women until you kind of forget some of the things that are dragging you down internally, but those things need to be resolved, possibly in a therapy setting. I don't want to like diagnose you with anything. I'm not a fucking therapist. I don't want to get too into depths with you for things that are too complex for me to answer on a little silly little fucking stream. But yeah, if you're not seeing somebody, you should consider that. And my little homework assignment for you is to just start talking to women, regardless of whether or not you're attracted to them, as a form of exposure. I hope that helped at least a little bit. Come see me, I will diagnose you with things for $5.99. Maybe this person is a therapist. Maybe this guy can help you. Me, I think that's a little bit beyond my my pay grade. If it's not a girl taking a picture of your dick, you should never have a picture of your dick taken. What? The only dick pics I've ever sent, or I've ever had, are from my exes taking them and sending them to their friends. I had to troll them. Obviously, we were all cool, so it wasn't some weird shit. Serious answer 1: approach unattractive women and make small talk. I mean, yeah. It doesn't have to be like unattractive women. It could just be like, you know, like older ladies. Ladies that you're not necessarily gonna go take to Pound Town. Just practice talking to ladies. Work your way up to somebody who, you know, gives you butterflies or something. Complimenting women, then moving on feels pretty good from my experience. No convo, just an honest compliment, and any luck, they will have a bit better day, and so will you. That's a good idea, yeah. I think complimenting goes a long way for both parties. Nobody loses out on, like, a good compliment, and I don't mean, like, hey, sugar tits, nice ass! To be like, hey, I like your fucking nails, I like your hair. Don't say you smell good, because that's creepy. Yeah, say you like her fucking shirt, her fucking nails, that kind of shit. Don't smell women that don't consent to being sniffed. What do you personally ask someone on a first date? Is it like, hey, I'm D, what's your name? Cool, you have a partner or something else? Well, you wouldn't ask somebody their name on the first date. I think a first date kind of implies that you already know what their name is and you've, like, asked them out. But yeah, any small talk outside of extremely basic DMV questions is probably good. Like, fucking, I don't know, catch any good movies lately? What kind of music do you listen to? In general, people tend to like talking about themselves, so it's never a bad idea to ask them just some basic stuff. And you kind of got to see what makes them nerd out, and also where do you have overlap in terms of common interests. So kind of the sky's the limit there, as long as you're not asking them anything like really fucking weird, really personal right away. If you don't know their first name, you shouldn't be asking them out. Yeah, I agree. Maybe find a little bit more about them before going on a date with somebody. How do I go outside? You just open the door. You just open the door. I did that to an old lady a few months ago. I'm 22, she's 48. She tried, fucking shit. Chat's going so fast. Hold on. She tried manipulating me into having sex with her, used my personal stuff against me. Jesus fucking Christ. Well, that's like a bit of a minesweeper situation. That doesn't normally happen when you talk to older women, I promise. That's not how it's supposed to work. What the fuck? Jesus! I always do extensive background checks on dates. I tend to do that too. People are surprisingly very Googleable.
Let's see.
Okay, I should probably just start going in order with these because I'm getting lost in the sauce. Alright. Let's see, did I do this one? Let me just skim through it. Okay. I don't think we've done this one. I found myself avoiding the pursuit of certain women that I have expressed interest recently. On the one hand, okay, that was you that did that typo, not me. On the one hand, I feel like I'm making obvious right calls, but on the other, I'm concerned I might be making excuses to avoid allowing myself to be vulnerable. I'll give you some examples so you know what I'm talking about. I met this girl in a class a while back. It seemed like there was mutual interest. So I waited until the last day of class and got her number. We texted a bit. Our schedules never really worked out to meet up. I avoid creeping on people's socials, but I gave in after a few weeks of this and checked her Facebook profile. It turns out she's only 23. I figured she had to have been at least 25 based on her degree and job, but I guess not. I look freakishly young for my age, but I'm 35. I figured between our schedules not lining up and the age gap that was too much and let that fade away. Well, after that, one of my friends at work, a woman that's about to retire, told me that another woman we work with has a crush on me. She's pretty, and we both like to dress up so I can see the appeal. But there's a few issues. First off, while our employer isn't exactly small, I see this woman almost every day, and we're both likely to keep working there for years. Secondly, she works in HR. As if that wasn't enough, her dad also works with us. Oh, geez. He's in my department. He's not in my chain of command. Probably never would be, and he's about to retire in another year or two. But it just seems too weird for me. There are more, but you get the idea. What do you think? Am I sabotaging myself, or am I avoiding ruining my life? All the best. P.S. I'm just gonna start hitting on chicks that smile at me while we're waiting in the Amazon pickup line at Whole Foods. I think that's more my speed. No, I wouldn't say this is, self-sabotage. I think you're just having a healthy level of caution when it comes to that, because these situations absolutely can ruin your life if you're not careful, especially the one about the work setting. The age gap one, maybe not so much, but I don't know. I have some personal opinions about age gaps that a lot of people don't share. I think when you're in your mid-30s, you probably shouldn't date people in their early 20s. Who the fuck is in my yard? Is that my dad? One sec. Hi, what's up? Streaming. Wait, what do you want? Okay. I'll see to it later. Alright. Sorry, my dad was breaking into my house. Right, age gaps. So, I personally think it's a little fucking creepy. I think most of the people who are into, like, women who are significantly younger than them, they tend to be, like, weird perverts, right? But from a logistical side, you're not gonna have a lot of things in common with somebody who is, like, fucking late Gen Z, Gen Alpha. What are you gonna fucking talk about if you're like 40 and then you got some bitch in your DMs going like fucking 6'7"? That's just gonna be fucking painful for you. Boris, get out of my room! God damn it, there's so many distractions. Right, anyway. Yeah, so I think most guys who are into really young girls, they're doing it for, like, looks, right? Because they like a younger woman. They like them with the perky tits and the nice face and the no wrinkles, but that that lasts for so long before you have to deal with the crux of the relationship, which is compatibility and personality, and that's probably not going to work out very well for you when you're dating somebody who likes Cocomelon. So I don't recommend it. It's not going to last very long, and it's probably only going to be about like the sex part, which is not fundamental. Well, it is. Sex is important, but it's like it's not the whole relationship, right? So that's my opinion, but you know, it can work. I just, you know, I think it should be more frowned upon. I think the older you get, right, the less it matters. Like, somebody in their 40s dating somebody in their 30s, that kind of just, it doesn't really fucking matter anymore, right? I think you should leave the early 20-year-olds alone, because they haven't had enough time to cook and stew in in their own weird little fucking heads. Older men also go for younger because they're more malleable and naive mentally. Yeah, there's also the whole, you know, light grooming aspect of it. God, it reminds me, I think around this time last year, there was like this weird dude, who found one of my Instagram reels, and then he came into my Discord, because he thought I was like 18, and he was like severely attracted to me, and he didn't like that there were other people in the Discord that were talking to me, and then he started calling people the N-word, and I told him to get the fuck out of my server, and he's like, oh, I think I banned him from my server, actually. He's like, oh, your mods banned me, you know, you're too good for a place like that, I can't believe they would do that to me, and I'm like, no, the mods didn't ban you, I banned you, because you're annoying. And then I told him I was like 32 at the time, and then that also upset him, and then he kept weaponizing the fact that he like gets lots of 18-year-old girl pussy, and he was like a huge pervert about it. And I think I like looked into him, and he was like on all these podcasts talking about how he only fucks 18-year-olds specifically, so he was just like a weird fucking dude. So I think that's what comes to my head when an older man in the 30s and 40s is going specifically after young women, and it's because they're too stupid to know better, and they like that a lot. Yeah. If women in their early 20s aren't mentally developed enough to make sound decisions, take their voting rights away. Let's see. I'm gonna ban you for being retarded. Get out. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody's talking about politics in here, you fucking incel. Let's see. Dude, I saw a whole debate live stream. My mom showed me whether someone should ask for a guy's body count on the first date, and it was an hour of nonsense. Dude, I hate shit like that. Hold on, my fucking snake bite fell out again. That's so on the nose, I almost think you got trolled. I don't want to deal with people like that. They're just fucking annoying, and you can never win an argument with people like that, because they don't want to ever hear somebody else's opinion. They just want to hear themselves talk. So I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response. What were we talking about? What do you do if you hate women but can't be gay due to being molested by men as a small boy? Go to therapy! Go to fucking therapy! Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, therapy. Therapy for you. Yeah, these are some spicy streams. People get really mad at these. Should I do like a fucking disclaimer that these are my opinion based off of my real life experience. You don't have to listen to everything I have to say, and then you could just leave if you don't like it. God damn, people get so fucking triggered. But yeah, see, those are the kinds of people that are really into younger women. That they're gonna start making comparisons like that. Last stream was a lot more chill. Usually when I do these in a row, it invites more people because they weren't expecting me to do them the first time, and then they're like, oh, well, I have something to say about that, and, yeah, people get really fucking aggressive in these, it's weird. Anyway, I guess we're gonna do the next one. Did I even answer this one? Oh yeah, no, you're fine. You're like, you're not self-sabotaging. You're just being the correct amount of cautious. Maybe slightly more cautious than average, but I don't think that's a bad thing. Yeah, I wouldn't fuck people at work. That's usually a terrible fucking idea. It can be both like a great idea in terms of, you know, meeting somebody, getting to know them really well in a setting where you get lots of time to do that kind of thing. But if it goes bad, and it can go really fucking bad, your life's gonna be fucking ruined. You're gonna be really miserable at work. So, I'm not saying you can't ever go for somebody at work, but don't go for the HR lady. don't go specifically for the HR lady. That's probably not the best idea. Just proceed with caution, and if you know, if you get nerves about it, if you get cold feet, then maybe that's your gut telling you to not do that. Okay. Did I do this one? I think I might have. Oh no, we did that one. Let's see. Okay, I don't think we did this one. Okay. I'm returning for further advice. I want to offer my greetings once more, and I fully understand if this inquiry is dismissed. Over the past 4 months, I have followed the previous advice that you gave me in putting myself out and riz, and have been meeting new people, whether my professional and educational obligations allow. My objective is specific. I am seeking a partner for a committed relationship and eventually marriage. I have no interest in just sex itself or temporary dates, particularly as I already have outlets for sex if I ever wanted it. I want the real thing, but the past 4 months, not sure I ever will. I have participated in numerous lunch and coffee dates. However, many of the individuals I meet seem to lack interest and tend to want one-night stand or dating short-term, which makes me feel I am a stand-in for them. It is difficult to understand how to locate higher quality matches when the people I meet share my social class and education level, yet do not share my long-term goals. I would appreciate any guidance on how to improve this search. I have changed my profile wording to not sound like a resume. I am sure it sounds tiled still for me, but whatever. I sorta avoid Tinder and the likes since it is rather bad. I think I vaguely remember this person from like months and months ago when we did this. So you're doing everything right. Unfortunately, the answer is just to keep trying. There's no special secret sauce for getting this to happen faster than it possibly can. It's just, it's a waiting game, it's a numbers game. You're just gonna have to fucking be patient. So I know that's like not a fun answer, but that's all you can fucking do if you're already doing everything else right. You can't force people to want long-term relationships. You can't force people to share your goals and ambitions. You just have to keep trying and keep looking. I'm gonna go get my glasses because I can barely fucking see these. I will be right back. Hello? Uh-oh, who's that? That smart-ass librarian bitch. It's Mika. It's Smart Mika. Hello? Just don't date coworkers. Trust me, it will ruin your life. Even if a coworker thinks you are flirting, it will ruin your life. Yeah. Like, yeah, I was dating a guy that I brought into my team for this indie game that I was on the team for. And when we had like a fight and a breakup, we ended up both quitting.
Oh, yes.
Because it was really uncomfortable working with each other. So, you know, keep that in mind. Thank you for the super chat, Hito Ritaka. A date relationship doesn't always have to be a win state / condition. Forcing it just makes things worse. Yeah, I agree. You know, you just have to wait for the right person to come along. I know you're like hyper focused on it, but that might also be part of your problem. You just gotta, you gotta take it easy. You gotta let life kind of come at you like an ocean, and you gotta sit around and you gotta wait for that good wave to ride. And the more you focus on looking for it directly, the more frustrated you're probably going to end up, and that can just translate to you being too bitter and jaded when the right person finally does come along. Relationships aren't everything. Sometimes they're a huge pain in the ass, actually. So, just be patient. You know, you don't see me fucking... how long has it been? It's been 1.5 years for me. You know, it's not that big of a fucking deal. I used to be really bothered about it, right? Because I wanted to have kids in time for my mom to meet them, but now I'm not obligated to that. Because my mom's fucking dead, so, you know, it doesn't fucking matter. Just chill out. You got time. Have you gone through all the pics? No, I haven't, actually. Let's go through some pics, actually. Let's do some of those. Let's see. No. I think I remember my birthday last year. I was streaming during my birthday, and I remember saying, even though I was like almost blackout drunk, I was just so happy that I wasn't dating anybody on my birthday, because there wasn't anybody's dusty ass son to ruin my fucking day that time, and I had a really good birthday. So do with that information what you will. Having a partner isn't always as it's cracked up to be. Alright. Let's look at some pictures of you motherfuckers. I also didn't do these in order because I'm an idiot. Oh, I have too many tabs open. Let's close some of these bad boys. If we start from the bottom, that would probably help in terms of things we haven't seen. Yeah, and he became your boss and fired your ass. Yeah, he was the guy I was dating did become my boss because I got wage gapped in real time, which is really funny. He didn't fire me though. We both ended up quitting. Alright, okay. This is an interesting picture. Let's download it. It's got some things I could say about it, actually. And then we're gonna turn it on. It's really small. Alright. What do we got here? So you're doing the mirror selfie thing that I told you people not to fucking do, but I'm assuming this is your first time hearing this information because you're at the bottom. But yeah, don't take a bathroom mirror selfie. It's just cringe. It's just very dated. It makes you look old. And like you don't know how to use a camera. But what you do have going for you is that you're conventionally attractive. So this can work for you, but I just wouldn't fucking do it. And if you're not, you the viewer, you right now, not necessarily this person, if you're not sure how attractive you actually are, don't do a mirror selfie. Don't risk it. Because I feel like a lot of people have very overinflated senses of how attractive they actually are. So don't risk being cringe, and especially now, because I think Gen Z is perpetually afraid of being cringe. This works out for millennials, because we invented cringe. We invented the mirror selfie. So it's okay. It's okay when we fucking do it. It isn't, but don't do a mirror selfie. But you know, you've got a cool look to you. You got piercings. You got rings. Bitches love some accessorization. So yeah, you've got that going for you. I'll close that. Who's next? Okay. All right. Let's download this one. Okay. This is just I have no notes. This is a great picture. This is really fucking funny. I like how much bigger your head is than his. Something about this just tickles me. It just brings me fucking joy. This is a really good dating profile picture. You always want something that's a little interesting. Something that makes somebody scrolling through your dating profile just pause and be like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What's happening here? Oh, yeah, post it up with Gus. Yeah, just make sure this isn't the only profile picture that you have, because this lighting is very harsh, and the face you're making is very goofy. But you do want to have stuff like this that's like a candid and very interesting, because this is a good conversation starter. Somebody is bound to ask you, hey, what the fuck, why are you dressed as a Star Wars man next to Giancarlo Esposito? Why, what happened here? What led to this, interaction? So, yeah. Don't be afraid to be a little goofy in your dating profile. So Kamikaze is swiping right on this one? Absolutely. Alright, next. God damn it, Dawn. Just more pictures of Dawn that are very bad. I'm gonna download these anyway. Especially this one. This one's really fucking funny with how bad it is. Who? I can't fucking see you. I can't see you, man. This is, don't take pictures like this. Can't fucking tell who this is. You just look like an ethereal being. Consider not being a lens flare. It's not great. Oh, I just got an email. It says, can you review this pic for a live stream? Let's see. Okay, I'll review your picture. You're doing everything wrong, especially, so this is great for a review. Let me just open this. What email did you send this to? Okay. I would love to. I'll do you that solid. Just fucking open my emails. A little special request. Yeah, you know, if you want to step ahead of the line, you can just send me an email right now, and I'll look at it right now. You don't even have to pay me. It's entertainment for me, so I don't give a shit. You just send me a fucking email, and I'll put it up on screen. Let's download this. Put it here. And it got really small. Okay. Stop doing the mirror selfie. Stop fucking doing that. This isn't even your bathroom. This is a public restroom, too. Don't do that. Don't fucking do that. It just makes me... I can smell this picture, and it just smells like that almond cherry soap from every public bathroom ever. It's cool that you're wearing a suit. That's cool, and it's good that you're smiling. But this is like the worst fucking lighting ever. You never want like top-down lighting that just starts at the fucking tip of your dome, because it doesn't make anybody look good. That's another reason why you don't do mirror selfies, is because bathroom lighting is almost never fucking good, unless you're like in a professional salon or something. Don't do this. There's your critique. Don't fucking do that. But yeah, it's good that you're smiling. It's good that you've got a suit on. I imagine you don't wear suits all the fucking time, so this is like, you're probably at some sort of event and you're in the public bathroom of that event. But dressing nice is also important. Women like when you dress up. I went on a date with a guy who showed up in sweatpants, and they were dirty sweatpants. There were like stains on them, and I did not appreciate that. Also, be wary of fashion sense in general. I've been on a couple of dates now where the guy shows up in like a vest for some reason. Like, they're about to do some sort of radio show in the 1930s, and it looks fucking stupid. You look like the old doctor man from Stardew Valley, which you think would be hot in the game, right? Sure, it's hot in the game, but in real life, you just look like a retard. Don't do that. Look up men's fashion. Look what's fucking popular. Look at the things that fit your body type. Don't wear a vest to a date. It makes you look like a gay loser. Don't wear vests ever. See? Yeah. Dingus gets it. Maybe only under a suit, but that's for events only. Yeah, unless you're like a fucking... like a waiter at some sort of celebrity event. Don't wear a vest. I don't want you to look like you're serving hors d'oeuvres to me. That looks fucking stupid. It makes you look like a little beta hors d'oeuvre boy. It's not attractive. LOL, my wife is hot for any man in a vest. Your wife is wrong? Your wife is incorrect. Tell her to stop. Tell her to stop doing that. What if you wore a vest and jeans? Would that get a pass? No! Dude, vests are... You're not the fucking frontman for Panic at the Disco, dude. Don't wear vests. They're just a very old... It's just something that hasn't aged well. It doesn't look good. Sorry, it just makes you look fucking retarded. I hate when dudes wear vests. Maybe that is like a personal fucking gripe, but... I strongly recommend not fucking doing it. Okay, we got... we got another email. Alright, let's see. Okay, alright. Let's get all of these on. Actually, they're all kind of the same. Okay. Let's put these up. I gotta, yep, this is something. This certainly is a thing that happened to you, huh? So this man looks like he just got, punched in the mouth by a homeless man. And honestly, I fuck with it. This is the kind of energy that you want to bring to a dating app, should you use one. Because people are making split-second decisions on those, and then when they see this, they're gonna stop, and they're being like, what happened here? What the fuck is going on? So yeah, this is a fun picture. He sent me like a series of them, actually. Let's get this one on here, too. Let's get this one downloaded. Yeah, it looks like he actually got fucking hurt. What the fuck? Let's get this on the screen. I gotta know what happened. This is like an excellent conversation starter. What happened to you? What the fuck? What's going on? What's going on, man? He called someone the word. Damn, it's the guy from My Hero Academia. Yeah, yep. Again, take my things with a grain of salt, but when I'm scrolling through dating apps, this is the kind of stuff that makes me more invested in the person, because I gotta know what the narrative is here. So yeah, these are pretty good dating app pictures. Just make sure you have like normal ones mixed in. You know, just stuff that's flattering and makes you look hot on purpose, mixed with, like, stuff that's kind of goofy and tells a story. Is he wearing a shirt that says, "I love my pit bull dog"? I don't know. I didn't see that. Maybe him and the other guy got into a fight. Were these different situations or the same one? That's a good question. I think this looks like it's the day after, because it looks a bit more cleaned up from the other picture. Yeah, this is definitely a picture that would give some good lore to it. Thank you. Thank you for submitting. Let's go back to questions for a bit. This just happens a lot. My face just kind of spontaneously does this. I don't know what to do about it. I should probably see a doctor. Alright, let's go back to questions. Alright, hey Mika, I have gotten a lot of advice with how to talk to women. I have a few in my life that are relatively close to me and seem comfortable with my presence. In spite of that, I don't think women like me physically, either on dating apps or physically. After high school, I have gained weight and even got stretch marks. I'm either treated like an incel if I dress in sweatpants and a shirt, or treated like a spoiled rich kid if I wear my Ralph Lauren jacket. I have had a bad history of misreading signals and being chastised for not understanding them, treating it as a moral failing on my part and part of male entitlement. Jesus. A lot of my women friends just tell me to not worry about it and do what I want to do. I've made animations that have been nominated and won film festivals. Here's a photo of me holding my trophy. Well, I didn't... If a picture of a trophy shows up, I guess I'll find it. But they're not, like, attached to the same question, which is my fault! I've made a lot of accomplishments in my life, but all of it seems irrelevant when I either get mocked for not having boinked once, and people tell me I have wasted my life never getting boinked in my early 20s. And the worst part is, I would like to at least meet someone who I'd love, but I am starting to think I am cooked. It's getting to the point where I'm not even proud of my laurels anymore. Oh shit, dude. Well, this is a tough one. Let me stew on this one a little bit. I'm curious to know what it means for you when you say people treat you like a spoiled rich kid if you wear certain jackets. As far as misreading signals, it just sounds like you got a little bit of the autism, which is okay. It's not the end of the world. And I know a lot of autism people that get fucked on the reg. So it's something. It's like a skill. It's a skill that comes pre-packaged with everybody else, right? But that doesn't mean you'll forever be gate-kept from being able to interact with people in a way that they find tolerable. It's just something that you're gonna have to fucking learn. The male entitlement thing, that's an interesting comment. It makes me think that based off of that, and the fact that you said something about making animations, it makes me believe that you live in Southern California, where that kind of language is used by women to an annoying degree. But, you know, let me think. Well, you shouldn't worry about people mocking you for being a virgin. That's something that fucking happens to people, man. You can't really do anything about it. Sometimes you just get fucking unlucky. I think you should listen to your female friends, and you really should kind of just ignore things that people have said to you in the past. Because it sounds like you're developing a bit of a complex about it. You've got a lot going on here. I think you may have a bit of a fear of rejection, I'm sensing, because things just haven't worked out for you, for the most part. And you feel the weight of it encroaching on you, since you have not successfully boinked, as you put it. But, you know, the only way to get over that is to just keep trying, even though it fucking sucks and it hurts. And I know it's like, it's painful, but you can't just give up, right? You have to just, you gotta do you gotta keep being yourself. You have to be more aware of what goes wrong in certain situations. So I don't know, man. I think you just have to keep fucking trying. I'll give you the same advice that I've been giving a lot of people, and you just have to, wait, that's the wrong thing. You just have to keep fucking at it, man. Even though you get discouraged by things not going the way that you want them to go, because otherwise, if you give up, it's never gonna work out for you, right? You just have to keep, you know, taking all these shots. Practice talking to people in non-romantic settings. Maybe even if you have like a bunch of close female friends, you could also just practice interacting with them, and then you can ask them like, okay, if this was a man approaching you in real life, what went wrong about this situation that you found unpalatable, right? The animation thing is interesting that you added. I think you're definitely, you're a little autistic, huh? If you're adding that into things, because it's kind of irrelevant, right, for how people perceive you. I mean, it's cool, but it's not necessarily gonna give you, it's not gonna really get you pussy, if you have like some animation accomplishments. Women aren't necessarily into that unless you're dating other women who are also animators.
Oh, yes.
Just go out with female friends and ask them to fucking wingman you. That also helps. Wingmanning is also important. It's not a bad thing to get a little help from people that you know. Go out in a group setting. Even men can wingman you to an extent, right? Thank you for the super chat, Darren Bergenheyer. Any advice for a 57-year-old odd HD weirdo in northern Nevada who has found his soulmate for reals and has known her for more than 2 years but is wary because he doesn't want to disappoint? By soulmate, do you mean they're already dating this person, or you haven't asked them out yet? I'm gonna need a little more context for that. What do you mean by not disappoint? In what way do you think that you would be disappointing to this person? And thank you for the super chat, Albert Adams 1018. Hey, I didn't mean to ghost you, by the way. Who? Ghost me when? Huh? What? Thank you, Bishop. Albert Adams in chat is the short guy. Ghosted Mika. Oh, fuck. Shit. Well, shit.
Oh, yes.
What, fuck? I wasn't expecting that. Well, so I deleted Tinder because I'm just sick of that shit, but, you know, it happens, I guess. I just perceive somebody not responding to me after, like, 24 hours as, like, not all that interested. I'm trying to be wary of that behavior, because I've just been in so many situations where I'm way more interested in the guy than the guy is interested in me. So I just don't I don't want to like assume, and I don't want to be like somebody who's super clingy and overly interested, because that gives people the ick, right? So I just, you know, I assumed that was ghosting. So sorry, I guess, or apology accepted. I don't know. I'm not really sure what the course of action is here. Yeah. Please to meet you again outside of Tinder, I guess. Kind of put me on the spot. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about this situation. Thank you. Thank you, Hitoritaka, for the super chat. Should be doing this anyways, but go on dates that are fun for you. Have a good time. Give your date a good time. Don't waste your own time. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. You should have fun on your dates. Don't put yourself into a high pressure situation, because at the worst, you get like a funny story out of it. I have a lot of funny stories from dates that went horrendously wrong. Only women get the ick. That's not true. Men get. Do you know how many men have gotten the ick about me over the last couple of years? And then they don't even tell me what the fucking ick is. They just like, I was dating some guy for like a month, and then I had to go get surgery. Or no, it wasn't surgery. I got a colonoscopy. And I was put under, and then when I woke up, they told me like, oh, there's something suspicious in your asshole that it might be cancer. We don't know. And I was really scared, so I texted my boyfriend, and I didn't even tell him what I was having done. I didn't tell him it was a colonoscopy. I didn't tell him it was like asshole related, because that was kind of embarrassing. I'll tell the internet that it's asshole related, because I kind of just don't give a shit anymore. So he couldn't have gotten an ick from it being in my asshole, right? But he also just broke up with me. He broke up with me anyway, while I was like still zooted from the stuff that they put you under while you're getting a colonoscopy. And he didn't tell me why. He just like, that was it. He just something that I did at some point gave him the ick. Actually, you know what it was? I think I've told this story on stream before, but I think the week before we were watching a scary movie, and it was like a foreign Chinese scary movie, and I don't really remember what the movie was about specifically. I think it was like some Chinese people are joining a cult of some kind, because like the woman wants to do like magic to win a child custody battle or some shit. I don't fucking know, but like the cult did like some shit like this, like this, and as soon as I saw that, I couldn't stop saying Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with, because I thought it was really fucking funny and out of place. And then I started laughing hysterically, and I ruined the whole movie. And I think his goal was like, oh, I'm gonna be like the masculine man, and I'm gonna you know, protect her while she's scared of this super scary Chinese movie. But that kind of took both of us out of the movie, and I wouldn't let it go the entire fucking time, because I thought it was really fucking funny. I think maybe that gave him the fucking ick. So yeah, men get the fucking ick all the fucking time. So that's not a girl exclusive thing. Don't turn it into a gender wars thing, okay? This is not like a gender wars space. This is just you know, like I said early in the stream, dating is cringe because it's about two people from entirely different backgrounds trying to come together, forming something else, like the Wu-Tang, and they refuse to acknowledge that the other person has a different background. So, yeah! It's not women this and men that. It's just tough. He shouldn't have expected to protect you from a movie, to be honest. Men like to feel masculine, right? They want to do that kind of power fantasy, whether they are aware of that or not. You know, everybody wants to feel, every man wants to feel like, you know, the big strong dude that can protect his territory, because that's like a biological thing. Just like women want to feel small, and that's why a lot of women don't like dating short guys. Because they want to feel like the smallest bean, and that's just a little factor of biology. It's not everybody, but it is some people, and you have to account for that when doing dating stuff. And you know, some people, this guy, for example, that I was dating, he was built like a Minecraft skeleton, very skinny, scrawny emo dude with not a single fiber of muscle tissue in his body, so I think maybe the only way he could have felt like a protector is by showing me a scary movie and expecting me to get, like, the heebie-jeebies or some shit. But yeah, I think that's why he didn't like me, because I was funnier than him. It's really difficult to date men when you're cooler than them, because they get complexes about it. And it wasn't just a factor of me being funnier, it was also that I finished college, I was more educated, I had an extensive work history, I had goals and ambitions, and he was like an unemployed Starbucks barista that lived with his parents and smoked weed all the time. And I think that was a very threatening thing to him. So that's probably another reason why he got the ick, because I wasn't like one of his weird loser stoner friends. Yeah, men can get the ick. Unemployed Starbucks barista. Yeah, dude, my my standards were used to be abysmally low. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't respect yourself. Anyway, oh, there's another super chat. Craig from Craigslist. Thank you for the super chat. As a Reddit mod, I struggle to date. I think women are intimidated by my fedora and katana collection. Well, they feel safer if I talked about Sonic. You laugh, but one time this was recent actually. I went to a speed dating thing. And one of my speed dating dudes was like this very outwardly autistic man who was really into Sonic the Hedgehog. He had a Sonic the Hedgehog lanyard. He had a Sonic the Hedgehog shirt. He asked me what my favorite video game was. I told him it was Deltarune. And he's like, oh, I've never played that. Anyway, my favorite video game is Sonic the Hedgehog. And you'd think that'd be really off-putting, but it was actually just really fucking cool that he just did not give a shit about potentially being autistic in front of somebody. He knew what his passions were, and he wanted to find a bitch that was also into Sonic the Hedgehog, so, like, more power to him. And he had the balls to go to a speed dating event and talk to a bunch of really hot women about Sonic the Hedgehog. So you gotta give it to the guy for having massive balls of fucking steel. Why are we talking about Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh, that's why. Yeah, so... yeah, maybe do talk about Sonic the Hedgehog. It's never a bad idea to talk about your passions, I don't think, as long as they're not, like... as long as your passions aren't doing Fent, which is, in fact, a date that I did go on where a guy wouldn't stop talking about... that's actually been a couple dates, actually, where the guy wouldn't stop talking about, the drugs that he liked doing. Yeah, it's been a few of those, now that I think about it. So, did he pull? He didn't pull me, but, you know, I admire, his testicular fortitude. He might have pulled, I don't fucking know who else he talked to. I wasn't attracted to anybody at that event, really. Actually, there was one guy with really nice eyes. It's just the problem. Actually, no, there was a couple guys. There were a couple guys with really nice eyes. It's just that one of them was a Reddit mod, and the other one was, like... no, he wasn't a Reddit mod. He was like... they were spiritually... they were spiritually Reddit mods. I could tell that if I had spoken about things in the edgy manner that I'm used to doing, I would have gotten, like, some really annoying lecture about being politically incorrect or something. So that's why I did not pursue either of those gentlemen, because I just didn't want to deal with, somebody who would have gone on a really annoying fucking tirade about Redditor opinions. So that's why I try not to date Redditors, because it can be a bit of a problem. It was coded in their DNA. Why are you not wholesome, Chungus Reddit? Yeah, exactly. I could smell the wholesome Chungus on their breath like alcohol. So I couldn't do it. Mika, you've dated some very insecure freaks. I've dated exclusively insecure freaks, actually. Did he have a neckbeard? I don't remember. I wasn't focused on the beard, I was focused on the eyes. This is also why I tell you guys, if you wear sunglasses on your dating app profile pictures, don't, because people need to see your eyes, because eyes are the nipples of the face. Speaking of eyes, I think my glasses are crooked because I sat on them. There we go. Yeah! Alright, next. Okay. Hello, not so much looking for how to date, but more so how to move on. My GF broke up with me in late 2024. We left on good terms. We broke up because she was going through a lot of difficult stuff in her life and repressed trauma, making it difficult for her to be emotionally available. However, she said during the breakup she would like a relationship in the future, but don't wait for me. Yeah, we've had light contact since every now and then, and we tried being friends again in mid-2025, but it was rather difficult for both of us. I made it clear I wasn't looking for any relationship and just wanted to be friends for the time being, but we made the mistake of reaffirming that we're open to a closer relationship in the future. She brought it up. Come late 2025, she has me blocked out of nowhere. Let me be clear, I was not in any way trying to reignite feelings, and I talked to her no more than I talked to my other friends. I'm fairly certain it was because it was around the time we broke up the previous year, and it was too much for her, which I can understand, but it hurt nonetheless. I still think about her every day, multiple times a day. How do I move on? This is another one where the answer is not sexy and interesting. It's just boring. It's just time. You just have to wait for your mind to heal from that person. If you guys are ever wondering why I became a content creator, it's because I was going through a breakup with a guy that I really liked. And I was totally devastated by how sudden and out of fucking nowhere the breakup was. And it was another one of those situations where I liked the guy way more than he liked me. It was around his birthday, and then I drew him a painting of himself based off of a picture of us together, or not together, a picture I took of him when we went to Korea together. And I thought things were going really well because his response to the birthday present was, wow, nobody's ever done anything like this for me before. This is really cool. But it turns out the painting actually made the relationship too real for him. And he was just emotionally unavailable the whole fucking time. And then he dumped me. And it really fucked me up for some reason, more than like breakups usually did. Oh, I guess it was because I just kept getting rejected in similar fashions from guys I was dating, where things would be going good. Then suddenly the amount of time we're spending together tapers off until it's nothing, and then I get like a bad gut feeling about things, and I try to, rekindle things somehow, try to draw him a nice, cute little picture, and then it doesn't help, and it makes things worse, and then I get broken up with. And I thought, okay, well, I don't know if I have anything else better to do. I don't have anything going for me because I'm fucking unemployed. I'm just going to put a bunch of time and effort into making Instagram reels because I don't fucking know. What else am I gonna fucking do with my time? And it helps. It did help. Keeping busy helps. Getting a new hobby helps. And then in the long run, I just feel more mentally healthy as a person since I became a content creator, because I'm meeting all sorts of people all the time. I'm getting to know myself better. I'm becoming more confident in myself. So stuff like that doesn't fuck with me so hard anymore. But yeah, you just have to wait it out, pick up a new hobby, and give yourself time to heal. You gotta reformat your brain a little bit so you don't fucking miss people so much. Emotional unavailability is the most common thing men gotta figure out. I think it goes both ways. Women can also be emotionally unavailable. Personally, I'm emotionally unavailable because my mom died, and I'm kind of just like I'm on dating apps occasionally, and then I remember that I kind of just don't. I don't know. I don't think I want it that fucking bad anymore. So it can be both men and women. That's the circumcision guy, right? No, that was the Korea boo guy. The circumcision guy was a couple months after that, and that is proof that I did grow and mature as a person, because it was a bit into my delving into becoming a content creator, and I just like, oh, well, this kind of fucking sucks. And then I just moved on pretty quickly. And then a couple weeks after that, I made my first YouTube video. That was the circumcision guy. The circumcision guy, he was a guy I dated in like, that was like the last person I dated. We were in a car, and I don't know how this came up, but we started talking about circumcision for some reason, and he just out of nowhere said, "Oh, I can't wait till I have kids so I can circumcise my sons." And I'm like, why? Why is that something that you're specifically excited about? That's a really weird thing to say. I didn't say that. I just asked him why. Because it's like, it's mutilation, right? It's genital mutilation. It's not good for you. And then he started going down all the list of like all the propaganda reasons why people circumcise their kids, because they're like told by the Kellogg guy who makes cereal, who made up a bunch of shit about your wiener, saying that it's like, oh, well, if you don't circumcise your kids, their wieners are gonna get purple and infected and full of cheese. And obviously, the answer to that is just to wash your penis. you can just wash your fucking dick, man, and you won't have that problem. But yeah, he started listing down all that stuff, and then he was like, even if I had a girl, I would circumcise her. And I'm like, no! What the fuck do you mean? What the fuck are you talking about? You don't circumcise women. When you circumcise women, that's just them cutting the clitoris off, and you're just sexually inhibiting your kid for the rest of their life. So yeah, that guy was fucking insane. So I'm kind of glad it didn't work out, because you know when somebody just says crazy stuff like that, and the best you can do, because you're in a car with that person and you're really far away from home, so you know you didn't drive to this location, they drove with you, so you know if you have like a big argument, you're gonna be stranded on the street because they're gonna make you get out of their car. So I just like had 1,000 yards stare, and then I just like, oh yeah, yep, circumcision, that's yep. So yeah, that didn't work out too well. And I'm glad it didn't. But yeah, that was another thing where I just like, I did like him outside of the circumcision thing. I feel like that was a conversation we would have had eventually, should we have stayed together. But, he just got bored with me and he dumped me. Out of fucking nowhere. Yeah, good stuff. Men can get the ick. I don't even know what the ick was. Oh no, I do know what the ick was. He didn't like that I cried in front of him one time because I told him about my dog Luger that died. I was like going through my phone and showing him pictures of my dog, and then he turned that into, oh wow, you're so sad all the time. You're just a really depressed person. I'm like, no, I'm fucking not. I just miss my dog. What the fuck are you talking about? Your dog died? Yeah, red flag. So yeah, he equated that to me being like overly emotional all the time. And this is also the guy who was really bad at League of Legends and drove my MMR down really fucking fast, because he insisted on first timing champions and ranked. So yeah, fuck that guy. I'm glad it didn't work out because he was weird and gross and he didn't wear deodorant. Was the dog circumcised? Yeah, men who play League. Oh yeah, dude, men who play League, that's an instant no for me. I will not go down that rabbit hole ever again. Alright, next one. Let's see. Have I done this one? Hey Mika, one of your less retarded retards here. I'm 24 and I stopped dating for a while because I was moving with my family to help my older relatives and figured I'd just start looking when I finished. The problem started to arise recently when I realized I moved to a retirement town, so the majority of the people here are old. I don't really know at all where to go to find people, and I also don't have a car. This was my problem when I was living in Temecula. When I was in my old city, it was fine because I just walk wherever I needed to go, but here, the place barely even has sidewalks. I know I can just get a license, but I'm a bit scared of the responsibility involved with driving a 2-ton death machine everywhere. My parents are leaving me to take care of my grandparents while they go back to work in a different state, so Ubering would be the only option for the foreseeable future. But that won't really work, especially since I don't have my current paying job due to the move. Although the new house has more than enough empty rooms to have people come and stay over, all my friends live at least 7 hours away. I guess I'm just trying to think ahead for how to avoid getting a lonely... yeah, dude, you need to fucking get a driver's license. What are you talking about, man? Get a car. Get a fucking car. What the fuck? You're gonna be so fucking mentally ill if you can't get out of your house. We're not even talking about, like, dating. You're just, like... You need a fucking car so you don't go, insane. Especially in America, where you kind of just need a car in general. Like, I can't fucking imagine how miserable I would have been in Temecula when I wouldn't have even had a car. And what I had to do, because most of my friends were 2 hours away, is I would just have to fucking drive 2 hours to go see my friends, and that was the only way I could have any sort of social life. Get a fucking car before you even think about, like, dating or anything else. Just in general, if you live in America, you kind of need a car unless you live in a major metropolitan area. Just don't be poor 5 head. Well, I mean, yeah, cars are expensive, but, you know, that is, unless you live where there's trains and shit, you're kind of just fucked. I don't know what else to fucking tell you, unless you have enough to pay for Ubers every fucking time you want to go out, which also isn't very sustainable. Let's see. Thank you, Fox Vandal, for the super chat. Geez, you had some real deal bad luck dating, guys. Just been getting Looney Tune weirdos. LOL, my condolences. Yeah, usually you have to cross-examine yourself when you have a bunch of relationships that go bad, one after the other, and you keep getting dumped. And I try to be as self-aware as I can, and I'm trying to see if I'm the lowest common denominator here. But genuinely, I've just had some really fucking bad luck. Especially when you find people off dating apps, which is why I don't recommend ever using them, because most of the people that use them are extremely mentally ill, and that's probably what you're going to get if you get anybody even responding to you. I've always hated the idea of driving, and now that I do, I realized how much I was missing out on checking out new places. I also fucking hate driving. I hate that you need a car to do anything in America, but that's just the reality of the situation. You can't do shit here unless you have a car.
Oh, yes.
Thank you for the super chat, Albert. I message you on IG if you change your mind later. Okay. Make sure you're messaging my actual Instagram and not, like, a fan page, because that does happen. Or you could, like, send me an email through my YouTube channel. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Bishop, for the tip. No, Mika, I got my bicycle and my bitches all be riding in the basket. Ding ding. You know, I guess a bicycle was better than nothing, actually. I didn't consider, like, bikes. Maybe get a bike if you aren't ready to commit to a car, I suppose. But you're gonna be really sweaty when you go to places. But you're gonna have legs of steel. Ugh. A razor scooter. Pulling up to my bitches in my razor scooter. That's actually a pretty Chad move. Driving does scare me, I will say it. It gives me mini heart attacks often. Some people drive like they want to die and take everyone in the vicinity up with them. Yeah, I think I'm just used to it.
Oh, yes.
You have to, you know, you need a car to go fucking anywhere in this country. And I'm a really good driver, and I'm a really safe driver. So, you know, you gotta set your fears aside, and you gotta nut up and put your ass in that car seat.
Yes.
Thank you for the gifted sub to Silent Priest. Thank you, Siggy Grips. Thank you, Craig, from Craigslist, for the super chat. Hi, Mika, I have dementia. Hi, Mika, I have dementia. Hi, Mika, I have dementia. Hi, Mika. Hi, Mike. I have dementia. Hi, dementia. I have Mika. Hi, who are you? So you can get mad pussy at the convalescent home. And you can cheat on everybody in there because they'll forget that you cheated the next day because everybody has dementia at the old folks home. Just a hot tip in case you're old and you have dementia. That's what my grandpa does. He just flirts with all the women at the old folks home and he gets into fights with people because he has fucking Alzheimer's, and Alzheimer's makes you very violent apparently. Is it still called pussy when you're that old? What else would it be called? What else would it be fucking called? Pussy is pussy, alright? I don't think it loses elasticity with age. I think it's you can still get prime pussy. It'll be a little dusty, but you know, I think it'll still work. Some nice grandma, some nice gushing granny clunge. A pastrami maybe? Alright, next one. Alright. Let's see, did we do this? Let's see. Did we read this one? Actually, let's look at some more pictures. I grow bored of your questions. It's picture time. I must see your faces. Let's see. Let's go all the way to the bottom. Did we do this one? Oh, who's this? Who? Donde está? Okay, we got one from IG Ripsit, and I thought this said IG Rapist. But let's put it on the screen. And there we go. So this is a very good picture of you, except for the fact that it is criminally low res, but it's good that you're smiling. You got some nice lighting. You got some nice powerful eyebrows. Women love eyebrows because they want their offspring to have powerful eyebrows. So you got some good things going on for you, but like you could use a few more pixels if I'm being honest. This is a missing person newspaper clipping. Yeah, what did you use to shoot this? A Game Boy camera? Resolution matters. Just take some higher quality photos, but you've got the right idea. You've got a really nice smile, dude. It's very inviting. Keep up the good work. Just get a better means of taking a photo. Oh, this is a fun one. Okay. Let's get this one on screen.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Outpost Orange 9580 for the super chat. I've heard searching on Facebook Marketplace for wedding dresses helps find new singles in your area. That's not a bad idea. That might actually work. Mika, I need tips on attracting ASD alt girls like you. I give them the ick for some reason and I'm not even that ugly. Is it possible to give off chud energy? It is possible to give off chud energy. But that might not necessarily be your problem. Well, I don't know. People ask me this question a lot, like how do we attract an autism baddie? And the answer is I don't fucking know, man. Just get really into things that autistic girls like Sonic the Hedgehog and Deltarune. I think that could help if you're just in those communities. Let's see. This is a really fun picture. This motherfucker is in what looks to be a bunch of loam topsoil. Some clay, perhaps. I don't fucking know. A bunch of trash. But it's a fun picture, right? You're out there, you're doing stuff in nature, it's nice lighting, you're smiling, this is a really good photo. I don't really have anything negative to say about this. You just look like a really chill dude. Like it would be fun hanging out in the trash with you at some point. Hand is weird. What the fuck is wrong with his hand? It's just a hand. Yeah, touching grass, touching trash. Know what I'm saying? Alright, let's see. These are interesting. I'm trying to find the best one out of all these. You've submitted a few of them. They're all kind of similar in caliber. I guess... Let's see. I'll pick out the worst one, maybe. I'll show you your weakest. Let's download it. Or maybe I'll do a couple of them. Put these on screen. Alright, so the issue is it's a little bit dark. I kind of can't see your face too well. But it's cool that you're out in nature. Having animals is always a bonus. Bitches love animals. Bitches love a man that's kind to animals. And it's mountains better than taking a picture where you have just murdered a fish and taken it away from its fish family. Composition kind of fucks. It does kind of fuck. It's like cool that you're at like, what is like train tracks or some shit, or like a weird bridge. The issue is just I can't really see what's going on. You need to like fucking increase the gamma in this photo, because it's really dim and I can't tell too well what you look like. Hair is sick. Yeah, hair is sick. Let's see. What else do you got? This one's a little bit better, but your face, again, it's in the dark. I can't see your features too well, but you've got an eye for, you know, taking your pictures at an interesting location. As for your simple pleasures, I don't think garlic bread counts. I guess it does count. It is technically a simple pleasure. I just don't know if bitches be getting wet over somebody who likes garlic bread. Maybe that's not the prompt that I would use when writing my profile. I would try to be as interesting as possible. I don't think garlic bread is very interesting. Just that's just my 2 cents. How do you say garlic bread doesn't count? It just doesn't count for me. Like, I don't give a shit if you're into garlic bread. Garlic bread is wrong. It's not that cool. It's fine. It's not bad. It's just like, you could have put something else that was cool in there. Like, I don't know. Fucking basket weaving or something. Something more hands-on. This time your hair is in your face. The lighting is fine, but it's your hair in your fucking face. My issue is mainly I can't see your face too well and I don't know what the fuck you look like. There is one where your face is like out. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this one's better. It's got some little interesting lore in it from your dating profile. See, now I know what you look like. This one's much better. You're just gonna need a few more pictures that show this. And it's good that you're smiling. You've got like this sense of whimsy. You're looking ahead to the future. You're a strapping young lad who smiles and has a good attitude. You're gonna have to elaborate on what this means, though. What the fuck does that mean? What do you mean dating you is like dating Spider-Man? What the fuck does that mean? Do you have superpowers? Are you really sticky? Are you constantly in situations where you have to leave during critical moments because you have to go do vigilante justice in the big city? What does that fucking mean? Dead parents? Are your parents dead? I think that's Batman. Wait, does Spider-Man also have dead parents? I know his Uncle Ben is dead. What you're gonna have to elaborate a little bit more on that, cause I don't know what that fucking means. My uncle got shot. Sticky and has a complicated relationship with a rich older man. Does TTS not work? It should work. I don't know why it isn't. Oh, we got another email here. We got another email response. Let's see. Gotta refresh the page so I can get it on my desktop. Did it not come through? What's going on? Oh, wait, there it is.
What's going on? Alrighty.
Let's put that up. My man can shoot rope across the city. Oh, jeez. Alright, this came out really big. Alright, let me make this smaller on the screen. Alright, so the pros of this picture are that you are smiling, and it looks like a genuine smile. You look fucking absolutely chuffed to be in this picture. You're outside, where grass can possibly be touched. My main problem with this is that it's slightly at a blowjob angle. It's not like all the way, like it's not down here, right? But it is like lower than it needs to be. And when you do that, it just makes you look like bigger. It just makes you look fucking fatter. So, you know, hold it up here, especially if you're a bigger dude. You never want to like emphasize that you're, you know, a little bit larger. You want to like make your face look nice and masculine, make your face look symmetrical. But you've got like nice facial hair and you've got a nice smile. So, you know, keep things like more directly in front of you, right? This angle down here, this is not flattering to anybody unless you're like League of Legends splash art trying to look like an intimidating badass, which is not something that works in real life unless you have like a fucking sword in your hand. So you just watch out for that. Blowjob angle sent me flying. Yeah, don't take pictures. Don't take pictures of that fucking angle, man. It's just not good. Just keep it up here. Keep it like eye level, okay? Unless you're doing something artsy with like a sword or something. I imagine this guy dating a pure-hearted fat girl with huge tits and then getting married. Yeah, you've got that energy to you. You've got like a nice wholesome aura. Just, you know, watch the angle. You're right there. All you have to do is take this exact same picture, but from up here instead of down here, okay? Otherwise, it's a good picture. He studied the blade. Direct or slightly higher, I would say. Yeah. That's a two-men jawline. What does that mean? What's a two-men jawline? It's a nice jawline. Yeah, you've got a really nice inviting face. So just watch the angle. All right. Let's do one more, and then I'm gonna call it because I have to go back to editing jail for my next video. I think it's more a good beard rather than his jawline being good. No, maybe is it? No, I think it's both. I think it's like a nicely trimmed beard, and I think he's got a good jawline. I think it's both. Yeah, he's got like a nice fucking Viking head. Bitches love Vikings. Let's see. One more.
One more lucky contestant.
Let's see. Actually.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I guess we could do this. This is a decent one. Let's see. It's like a bunch of them together, which is actually nice. I'm gonna bet this dude is from Brazil. Is it because of the background? Or maybe he's visiting Brazil. I was gonna say he doesn't look Brazilian. However, Brazilians are very mixed, so I guess a Brazilian can kind of look like anything, huh? Alright. So this one, I like this one because it's like a bunch of motherfucking pictures all at once. It's like a collage, so I don't have to go through the trouble of like going back in and re-downloading them. Let me just scoot so y'all motherfuckers can see. Alright, let's see. This first picture, even though you're not smiling, which I typically tend to tell people to do, you are smiling in other pictures, so that is good. And you've got a nice symmetrical face, so that kind of works. And even though you're not like, you know, you're not smiling in this one, you're not necessarily frowning either, you're kind of smiling with your eyes, kind of like what they tell models to do. Which is just kind of have like a calm, inviting, pleasant face without necessarily doing, which, you know, and a lot of people argued about that last stream too. A lot of people got butthurt because I told them to fucking smile, which is bizarre. Here's your fucking meeting halfway. You can smile with your eyes at the very least. You just need to not look like a fucking serial killer. And it also works because he's not like in a dark room. He looks like he's out somewhere in the daytime. So this is a nice photo. Next one is, you know, it's good. Perfect. You're smiling. Next one is, it's a bathroom selfie. Delete it. Get rid of it. You look like a retard. The next one after that, that one's good. It's more of a candid, and you're looking away from the camera. I think you're still taking the picture though, because it looks like your hand is on the phone. But it is a nice picture. And then you got like a sunglasses picture where you're out like in the desert enjoying life. But so yeah, these are good. These are good photos. This is a good example. Just get rid of the fucking bathroom selfie one, because it makes you look like you're in a gas station about to take a shit. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to be able to smell the photo or the setting that you're in. So don't take bathroom selfies, and don't take mirror selfies. And thank you, Shiro Takare, for the super chat. I need some advice. Is there a forum, or is this all pre-submitted? Oh, there is a forum. I'll post the forum right now, but I'm not going to do any more tonight, but I'll do more next time. Let me grab the forum first.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yo, 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 yo.
Let's see. How do I grab this stupid-ass forum? There we go. Where'd you put this? Was this on YouTube? YouTube. Put that right here. That's the forum. That should have. Did that go? Did that get submitted? There it is. Yep. You can't pin things on YouTube, can you? No, I don't think you can, which is annoying. But there it is. I can smell your room. It smells like wet dog and spilled Red Bull. Wrong. It smells like mold because my office is also my laundry room. But yeah, that's it for this time. I might stream Friday. I might not. I might just change streaming to Tuesdays and Thursdays because I tend to have a lot to do on fucking Fridays. I tend to have to like go out and do socializing. We'll see. But I like these streams. We're gonna keep doing them for a while. We're gonna milk this fucking cow until everybody hates it. But probably won't ever get milked because the dating world is full of whores and lots of people have questions and lots of people get mad at these streams. So it's like an endless content button. Isn't that nice? But thank you for coming. Thanks for hanging out with me. Oh yeah, I could stream Sunday. I forgot about Sundays. That also works. I don't usually have things to do on Sundays, do I? I don't fucking know anymore. I don't even know what I'm doing 2 hours from now. I could be editing, or I might just get pulled into some sort of social thing. You never fucking know anymore. But that's it for now. Thanks for coming. I love you. Bye-bye. Say it back. Bye-bye.